What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, you asked the gods for a miracle, and the gods have answered. Kvoth is back to Gaia yet again. I swear I did nothing. I just hit the button. I wrote a little program. I'm a master of ChatGPT, and I wrote a program using ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to make me some code to spit out some random gods for me. It was great. I'm genius. And this has happened. Kvoth, the Gaia, the once Gaia main, he's back. His opponent today in the blue color, playing Thor. Rapple, the luckiest player in this tournament thus far. So much Norse for him. He's been having a great tournament thus far. But now he's getting hit with a pretty scary time. And that is Gaia. And that is Gaia on a water map. And it looks like the water map here has hit with wood. All you got to do is take a herdable and send it over to the side, and that way you will know what's going on in terms of the side water. And now there's a couple of different things that can happen, but this one is wood. So a whole bunch of wood spawning there, no water in the side, so all good. Now, this is the type of map where I question how important building a dock is. Now, bear with me. If I was Rapple here and I saw this and then I moved over and I scattered this, I would say I would try and go for a 4-minute advance time here. 402 advance off of this. 3 fish, plus the hunt here, plus the dwarven mine. Skip the ox cart. Put everyone over onto wood. And then rush this. Absolutely rush this or rush this. And then you can take your dock as you advance. Get your extra 6 fish. And then you can put the dock over here and you can end up having an advantage. Potentially also take this position as well. Forest fire this. Great position to be in. But, you know, it's early days on these sorts of maps. We don't have any maps like this because Highland was kind of, well, Highland was removed from the ranked pool, which was probably the most interesting. It wasn't a good map. We can come out here straight and say it's not a good map, but it was the most interesting of the water maps in that some different strategy was possible. And that is what is the case here. There's different strategy possible other than the idea of just fish everything and go. Fish everything and then decide what you're going to do. That's the general game plan in Age of Mythology for your water. But even in those, like, even when I say this, I say this not like it's a hard and fast rule that you have to go every fishing ship you possibly can and then do something else. You can go for 6 fishing ship advances. You can go for 9 fishing ship, 12 fishing ship, 15, 18. It all just depends on what you want to do. And you can get the remainder of the fish later. Obviously here with 6 fish, you could go, like I said, 3 fish in advance. You can go 6 fish in advance. Or you can go 0 fish in advance. And at any point, get your fishing ships out. But Oceanus is coming through here for Kvoth. Nice and quickly, 430 advance time. Really, really crisp here. Double dock. You just didn't get that many fishing ships out now. Very, very crisp play here from Kvoth. Love to see it. Great adaptation. 7 villages. Everything correctly thus far. And a cheeky dock coming up on this position. As we also see a Hero Oracle joining in. And guess what else can happen here? With Oceanus, we don't get to see Oceanus all too often. But Oceanus is super, super strong because you can plant the plant, bam, and that can whack down this dock. And I think it's got, does it have crush damage? Part of me feels like it does. You don't want to tell me. We'll have to wait and see. As another Hero Oracle coming in, a dock coming up on this position as well. And this is kind of a another reason why I was like, maybe advance really fast off of one dock is the better play. But we do see the Olfsart coming through, going to start harassing this citizen, as nothing coming out just yet for Kvoth, as he is planning something else first. Military Academy, mana coming down, no upgrades, and we do see the Carnivora coming in, going to clean up those, it's not in range, and it does have Crush. Just put it on the land like it's simple, just put it here like a normal person. Oh, you hate to see it. The question is, how much does Rapple care? He's getting a town center. This is the thing. This water, while it does matter, and this is great damage that Kvoth's doing, Rapple has got several different options to respond to this. This is the beautiful thing about these sorts of maps. It's like, yeah, you could lose the water, but it's only 3 fish, so it doesn't really matter. It's like the equivalent of losing like 1.5 villages or something. Like, are you really going to resign over 1.5 villages? No. That's what makes this so great. So in the total here, it's like, yeah, you lost 3 villages early, no problems. Get a town center. My opponent spent 125 wood here, like 150, not quite, 120 wood here, 125 wood here. It's like, no worries. Let's call it a day. As we do see a longboat coming out here, as Rapple manages to hold on to this position, and Kvoth, he can build this. The problem actually here for Rapple is his longboat is too slow to dodge the dock fire. So Kvoth can just drop the Barim into the dock and kill off Rapple's longboat. Can he pull away from it far enough? I don't think he can. Petition to make the dock 5.0 track rating. I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. Longhouse coming up for Rapple over here. As he gets his town center, he's being pushed completely off the water here. Kvoth can get himself some fishing ships. Really, all Kvoth needs to do really is just push Rapple off of this position and get the fishing ships out. Because if he's on here, then he kind of just enjoys that. As the fishing ships get started up here. But as we said, town center is up for Rapple, and this is, in my opinion, a little bit more value than this water position actually is. But there is an army out. There is an army out, and Rapple's got to be careful about this. There is hunt on the map. Generally speaking, on these water maps, there's always a decent amount. At least here, there's some deer. In the main base, there was some deer. Up here, there's some elk. There's some berries. So it's a little bit light on for food, but should be enough for Rapple to get going at the very least. And he's got a nice gold mine back here with his building positioning here. I don't know if he's done this on purpose, but he is gearing up to protect this gold mine as well. As it looks like the dust is settled, the dock is down, the fishing ships are gone. Rapple's going to be sad because he does have to worry about this pond. This pond didn't matter that much. This pond is everything, because if Kvoth gets Mythic Age, siege ship, dead town center, sad Rapple. Is Kvoth going to be pulling back home? He's got some units ready to get his 3rd town center up, wanting to get that one up as fast as he possibly can. As the Caladri are going to go for a quick little scout here, ensuring that he knows all of the different parts of the map here. This unit is a really interesting one, because the heal rate here, I believe the Caladria heals at the most, like the most out of any other unit. It's a crazy healer. 15 HP a second. So using that in a fight, what does that mean? I'm trying to remember exactly what the rate is. I think it means it goes down to 1.5 per second if the unit's being attacked. So you can kind of really, really help out. I think it might be more than that. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, at the very least, you can heal up your heroes that you convert and get low HP. It can be very, very good. As Kvoth starting to spread out. He sees a gold mine over there. Checking the town center out. And obviously Rapple's going to be moving up to that position there. He wants to get that town center. He wants 3 town centers, staying in front on the villager count. It's very, very important to Rapple, I think. But he's also going to be going heroic age here as well. So doing a lot at once. As the wall's coming over, both players kind of contently going for a boom here, which is dangerous. Dangerous for both players, in all honesty. Kvoth going for a boom means he says, all right, Rapple, Ragnarok me. That's effectively what this says. And but that also means that Kvoth should be able here to somewhat defend that Ragnarok, because he's going to be teching towards defending the Ragnarok. Whether he can or not remains to be seen. There's the army coming over here, and we do see a very long trek from this zoom Kvoth citizen, 3.9 speed as a military barracks, economic guild coming up there as well, just to ensure the defense. So units sitting over here, also playing defense. Town center on the way. Miller saying, not today, Sonny Jim. Not today at all. Is the economic guild about to come up? Little cheeky cow steal there as well. More units going to be moving in as the Hearser get pulled off. And he will see that economic guild. And as always, Rapple is going Bragi. What is with Thor players in Bragi? I don't understand. What's wrong with just a nice Scardy, a nice cool Scardy? What's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with it. It's great. Fine. It's fine. I think they're just having a go at me. They're just like, no, Bragi's great as well. It's not just Scardy. As Rapple, Rapple obviously maybe a really fast mythic age here through Baldup. Maybe he gets the gold staff. Kvoth, pretty un-Kvoth-like, mining this gold mine out when he's got all the map control. Generally, he leaves this home gold mine with about 1,000 to 2,000 gold in it if he's in control of the game, especially against the Norse player, so he can always come back and mine that. As the throw and axe are going to come through. They still have to pick off all of these buildings, but look at this Galadriel just healing these bad boys up. Oh, Carnivore comes in. Rapple tries to retreat away. Does get eaten up as the Hero Miller does get converted there. Miller here are going to be retreating back. Does he have Bite of the Shark by any chance? No. But Baldur is through for Rapple. He's got... Obviously, the idea here is Flaming Weapons Ragnarok. This was actually a strategy that was slightly nerfed way back when, once the Vibly Balance patch was coming through. I think the patch team was like, you know, it's really, really silly that a god can just pick 2 gods and just auto win, like there's no defense by clicking Flaming Weapons Ragnarok. And you're like, well, let's nerf it a little bit. So they made Flaming Weapons affect the heroes of Ragnarok by only 75%. Instead of by more. But here's the other thing. Now, obviously, Rapple might say it's better to just click Ragnarok straight away in this position because you can prevent the build-up and the defense. But you don't have to click Ragnarok straight away. He's got a safe gold mine. He's got safe food. Or safe resources. You can just get full population and just enjoy his life. The question is, will this Ragnarok be enough? Or will Kvoth have the defensive capabilities to hold on here? Because he's only on outside gold mines. So 1 gold mine here, 1 gold mine here, 1 gold mine here. And he's still in the... No, he's going Mythic Age, so... That's a big, big help here. Another temple coming up for Rapple. Does he have one? Yeah, he does. So he will get his fire giant. But remember what we were saying about this dock? I imagine Kvoth is already thinking, how can I build... There it is. 12 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. 1 siege Barim. That's all he needs. 1 siege Barim. Do we see some palaces coming up? Not just yet. No palaces. This will be interesting to see how Kvoth goes about defending this, because this is It's probably one of the most difficult things about playing Atlantean versus Norse, especially everything that's going to be coming for him. So fortified town centers is a big one, but still no palaces are up. One palace down in the main base. No palaces on the gold mines. Main base is everything. So main base first. There's some good little picks here from Kvoth to start the game off. Or start the game off. The game's just started 13 minutes into the game. As Rapple sneaking through. Very low HP citizen over here about to get taken out. As the heroes of Ragnarok swamping through. 232 population remaining. Remember, there is this one siege Bareem here. So if Kvoth gets the resources, and he does have it, he can get himself that naval auxiliaries, but he's got a little bit more concern in his main base. Doesn't have to care too much about this town center. Obviously he should, but he doesn't have to care too much. Sniping that Argus is a big, big find as the Rag heroes come through finding this position. More Rag heroes moving through. We do have that one Stymphalian bird, not really doing a crazy amount of damage. Does have that minus 50%, so only dealing, what is it, like 6.5 damage per second. But still getting that done as the implode getting dropped down on this position. Going to hit a lot of heroes of Ragnarok, but the Rag heroes, like, I was saying they don't do a whole lot of damage, but it turns out that's a lot of damage that they do. There's a lot of like 1 HP Rag heroes remaining there. And flaming weapons now getting clicked up. Rag heroes all over the place looking for villagers to kill, looking for like town centers to kill. 22.22 damage per second coming out of these Rag heroes here as this town center drops. Rapple needs to continue moving quickly. He's only got 45 seconds left as the trade route gets stopped here as well. Kvoth's market up here not going to be working out all too well as the citizens over here diving into that manor there. Meanwhile, in the main base, the palace is starting to get taken out as the fanatics are training up here. More manors coming down. But can Kvoth manage to make this one work? Gaia Forest coming in onto this position. Watchtowers coming through. Masons coming through just in the nick of time there for those remaining 2 palaces. Meanwhile, on this position here, these heroes of Ragnarok will not cut it versus that town center as the villagers are going to be retreating away there. Do we see any... Kvoth is a genius. Town center up on this position here. He's going to have this gold mine he can grab as well as units to be getting trained over there. Rapple is down to 145 population here. Home palace about to fall here. But lots of units are out. The fire giant's getting some good damage. But look at this. Hero Contarius. This is the big ticket here. As he comes in and cleans up that fire giant there as the army now hitting the main town center citizens on this position. All incredibly low HP there. If Rapple can pick those off, that would be absolutely huge. Naval auxiliaries coming through now as Kvoth says, all right, I've got the majority of the defense happening. Let's start turning defense into offense. I'm not sure if that quite works in Age of Mythology, but he's going to try as the Siege Bareem is ready to start targeting this town center down. As Rapple's getting that damage done, this town center is now up for Kvoth. He's still on 3 town centers. The citizens heading back over onto this position. The Rag heroes over there getting cleaned up as well. Kvoth, 100 population per player here in this position. But Kvoth's got 16 citizens remaining. But the citizens here getting targeted down. Kvoth's got to be careful here. He's losing a lot in this main town center. If Rapple can clean this up, he's going to be picking off 6 potential citizens there. But the naval auxiliaries is in. A lone fire giant here will defend this. But the citizens make a break for it. Where are they going to get to? Can they get anywhere? Some units sneaking back here, going to look to try and pick off this gold mine, but Rapple not able to make it work there. The town center does fall. Another hero, Contarius, coming through here. Is this enough to kill off a fire giant? Who wins this fight? I'm actually sure. Fire giants are so strong, man. Look at him go. I mean, obviously there's quite a few units enjoying that fight, but the Citizens making the long trek over to this gold mine, to this relatively safe gold mine where Kvoth had found a nice special place there, special defensive place. Lots of dwarves coming out here for Rapple as his town center is still not defended. He needs this fire giant and he needs it yesterday. Town center down means no dwarves coming out of there. That's a big, big problem as a citizen running around idle here. Thank you for the prime there. It's Shen. Appreciate you for the support there, my friend. Thanks for coming and saying hi. And Rapple now, he's down to 43 population. He does get a fire giant out over here, but where's the one over here? He's not making them. He's not trying to defend this position. As Rapple tries to pull his units away, but, I mean, it's still 2 town centers for Kvoth, and Kvoth is going to get this town center back at any stage here. Plus, he's still got these llama caravan. He can continue to make them. And he's got all of the fishing ships. As the town center there for Rapple falls. 19 villagers versus 15 citizens, 12 fishing ships, and 2 llama caravans. These units up here will end up getting picked off. Kontari's hero is getting trained here for Kvoth, as he doesn't. It's got so much favor. It's no cost of favor. It says 3, but that doesn't mean anything. As the fire giant gets cleaned up, and what else can Rapple do here? Is now Rapple moving over onto this large gold mine. Longhouse is getting taken out. There's more fire giants getting created on this position here. You need the hero Kontarius. Where are you? Get him in. Looks like the citizen over here must have been pushed off that location or something. There's still gold over here and over here. Plenty of positions to go to. Is Rapple pulling back into his main base here? I mean, is he still making dwarves? Yep. Are they all still coming over here? Probably. Big amount of damage there, though, with the fire giants. Huge amount. So another dot coming up on this position here, as that one was taken down at some point there. Fishing ship's going to be able to get started. As the hero Kontarius coming through. The damage that comes through. This just does so much damage. Doesn't matter if you run away because he's so quick. 6.05 speed. There's another one coming in to take out these bad boys. Some Ulfsarks coming through, though, to help out. He does have Braga. I don't think he's going to have Swine Array, though. Call of Valhalla, which one is it? I can never remember. Swine Array. I was right. Now, Kvoth moving up onto this gold mine here. I mean, not Kvoth, Rapple. How can he turn this game around is the big question. I mean, he's got the fire giants. If you can kill off these hero units, the fire giants are going to be able to massacre those Arcus. Great little spread formation there from Kvoth, but he still gets hit with a big, big loss there after the dust settles. Town center coming back up as well. Dwarves coming for the forward gold mine at this point. And hero Arcus going to be enough there to push this fire giant away, and an Argus coming through. Let's see how good Kvoth's speed walking is here. What you do is you grab this Murmillo, you grab this Argus, and you speed walk them together to bring that one in as fast as possible. Great little path blocking there, snaring coming in, but in the end, Rapple does have to tap out as Kvoth manages to defend the Ragnarok, and he shows that, you know, a little bit of Gaia knowledge goes a long way. Such a smart play having that citizen over here to stop to grab that town center as well. Everything here, he's like executed every part of this map, used every resource, defensive resource he possibly could to find a win here with Gaia, and Rapple just could not find that win. Leveling the series 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.